The air hung heavy and sweet, thick with the scent of burning sugarcane. It was Undas, the Day of the Dead, and our little village came alive. We celebrated our ancestors, their spirits returning for a feast. Our home, nestled between rice paddies and a field of sugarcane taller than me, buzzed with activity. Tita Elena strung vibrant papal picado, their colors dancing in the wind. The aroma of adobo and pan de sal filled the air, a sensory symphony of comfort and tradition. I was 10, all knobby knees and boundless curiosity. Lolo Ben, my grandfather, was my favorite person. He always smelled of coconut oil and strong tobacco, and his laugh lines crinkled deeper when he smiled. Every year Lolo took center stage in our Undas ritual. He'd prepare a special stew, a secret recipe passed down through generations, a tribute to our ancestors, he said. This year, however, something felt different. A strange unease settled in my stomach, a discordant note in the familiar melody of the day. Lolo seemed off. His movements were jerky, his eyes too bright in their sockets. He barked orders instead of his usual gentle guidance, his voice raspy and unfamiliar. I pushed away the unease, attributing it to the excitement of the day. It was probably nothing. Lolo loved us and we loved him. Everything was fine, right? As dusk painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, Lolo began preparing the ancestral stew. He shooed us all away from the kitchen, his sanctuary for this solemn task. I lingered at the doorway, peeking into the dimly lit room. He stood hunched over a large pot, his silhouette a dancing shadow against the flickering flames of the stove. Curiosity tugged at me, leading me on a silent adventure. The sugarcane field swayed and whispered around me, a leafy green maze under the watchful eyes of the moon. I circled around the back of the house, drawn by a strange metallic scent that mingled with the sweetness of the air. Peeking through the kitchen window, I felt a chill crawl down my spine. Lolo was no longer cooking. The pot bubbled ominously on the stove, but it wasn't the fragrant stew I'd anticipated. The concoction was a murky, unsettling brown, and a thin trail of smoke tinged an unnatural green snaked from beneath the lid. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drum against my bones. Where was Lolo? What was happening? Suddenly, the back door creaked open. I dove behind a clump of banana trees, my breath catching in my throat. Lolo emerged, moonlight glinting off something in his hand. He moved with a strange, newfound agility, his earlier frailty replaced by a disturbing vitality. As he approached the house, the moonlight revealed what he carried. It wasn't firewood or ingredients for the stew, it was a mask. A grotesque, grinning mask, carved from dark wood, its features twisted into a mockery of a human face. I watched, paralyzed by fear, as he stopped by the bubbling pot. He dipped the mask into the steaming liquid, muttering under his breath in a language I didn't understand. The words sent shivers down my spine, ancient and cold, like the touch of a ghost. He then lifted the mask, letting the murky liquid drip back into the pot, and carefully placed it on his face. The transformation was instant and terrifying. My grandfather, my kind, gentle Lolo, was gone. In his place stood a figure straight out of a nightmare. The mask seemed to meld with his skin, his eyes glowing with an eerie green light that matched the smoke from the pot. He turned towards the sugarcane field, his gaze fixed on my hiding spot. I didn't wait another second. I scrambled to my feet, my blood turning to ice. The rustling of the sugarcane leaves seemed to mock my terror as I raced through the field, my lungs burning, my legs screaming for respite. I didn't look back. I didn't stop until I reached the safety of Tita Elena's arms, the familiar sense of adobo and pan de sal grounding me in a reality that suddenly felt fragile and uncertain. The memory of that night remains etched in my mind. A chilling tableau of flickering shadows, a grotesque mask, and a bubbling pot of unknown horrors. But was it real, or just a figment of a 10-year-old's overactive imagination? The line between reality and nightmare blurred that night, leaving me forever questioning the face behind the mask and the true nature of the man we called Lolo.